Hello everyone, thank you for stopping on my channel. So we are working on this hospital management system, and in the previous videos we worked on the employees section. So now we can add, edit as well as delete employee, and we have roles for employees. So we call it positions: cleaner, security, others, specialist, doctor, nurse, etc. So now I think we don't need the separate tabs for them, so I'm going to remove nurses, doctors, and most of the things that we don't need right here. So I'm not going to remove the classes for them, like we have Laravel classes for them, but I'm going to hide them from the UI for now. So I'm going to go to admin, which layout we are using. So it's admin layouts. Let's go there. Okay, I think here we can use the config f.name, and I'm gonna hide the nurse, doctors, and I think we can have the rest of them. So now if I refresh the page and look at the sidebar, so now we can manage all of those employees related stuff from here, but to the basic level. Now we need to move on to the other things that we have right here. So if we look at our migrations, so we have worked on um, departments, and if we look at the migration let's say departments, you can see here we can add departments as we need, and we can add photos, etc. And obviously we have HOD ID, which we will have to manage. So to manage that, I think we have to work on HODs, and we have HOD. Okay, so we can make a doctor as a head of the department, and to have that, I think we will need to have okay, departments. When adding a department, we have to choose the head of that department. So for that, well, we will need HODs or head of departments. So let's just work on that. I'm going to go to HOD model Livewire component. So let's go to admin.php, web.php, and here we have the HOD's Livewire component. And from here we are getting all the doctors and paginating through the HODs. So I think we don't need this here. And so we are getting the HODs and paginating through them. And let's see what we got here. So we have table. We are showing the doctor ID, but if I look at the HOD model, we will have we have a department relationship to department, but we should have a relationship to the doctor as well, because HOD is a doctor. So we can have like a belongs to relationship. Do we have doctor? Okay, doctor is a employee. I think we have made some mistakes here in the logic. We have, okay, we have doctor model which has employee ID. I think we should not hide that. Um, we were I was thinking like we don't need this from here, but we can hide the nurse one, but the doctor should be there. Anyway, so now we will need to work on the doctors before we work on the HODs, and after that we will work on the heads. But now we got an error: doctors is undefined. Okay, we gotta get out of here, and we gotta go to doctors. It's not looking good, something is wrong. Okay, this should be here. Okay, looking good. So when adding a doctor, we have a lot of stuff. We just need to choose the employee, which is a doctor, and that will be it, since we have only the employee ID here. And I think we can automate that as well. So if I go to employee here, we can check if the position of the employee is a doctor, then we can directly create a doctor entry. So let's just quickly do that. I'm going to add a condition here: if the position is doctor, then we can create doctor entry, and we are in the update method, so we got to be right here, and we only need the employee ID, as you can see here. So I'm going to just create a variable, let's say employee, and we can pass that right here. Okay, so this will create the doctor. So now let's give this a try. I'm going to go to employees, add employee using filler. Status is active, and position is doctor. 7,000 is salary, and create it. Okay, we got an error. Let's try again. Okay, it has been created. Now we gotta go to doctors, and we should see the doctor here. Also, you can see the photo. We can add a photo field to the to this employees as well. Or let's quickly do that. I'm gonna add photo here. Okay, so if the image of the employee exists, then go ahead and show that. from the storage. That is where we are storing it, and if it does not exist, then use the placeholder image, and we have to add border radius to this one as well. Okay, and also if you click on it, it's going to open that in the new tab. These seems to be broken somehow. I think these are the seeded ones, so that's why it's invalid. And if you click on it, it's going to open it in the new tab. Okay, so let's go back to the doctors and check out it from here as well. So looks like we are passing all the doctors to this admin doctors, and here we have a form. I think we don't need it since we are already managing it from the employees. So I'm gonna remove this. Okay, now here, do we have to show anything here? Since we are able to manage it from the employees, I think we don't need we don't need it. We don't even need this component. We can do something like add filters to the employees. If this fetch loads, so we will add filters here. If you want to see only doctors, then you can click on that, and it's gonna only filter the doctors for you. And the same for all these positions that we have. So for that reason, I'm going to remove the Livewire component, and I'm going to hide it again from the UI from the sidebar. Okay, cool. So now since we have that, we can move on to the HODs. We can add filters. Let's quickly do that as well, so that we are ready for the next move. So we can do something like, let's say, filter equals to all, or we can initialize that in the mount method. Let's do it in the mount method, and we will put this value. Let's use underscore filters. Maybe it's like a variable used inside the Livewire internal classes, so that we don't have any issue with that. Also, we will have a method to set the filter. So public function, let's say set filter $filter, accepting that variable, and all it's gonna do is set the underscore filter to whatever filter that we have provided. Okay, and here when loading the things to the UI, we can have a condition. Let's put this in a variable. Let's say data equals to that, and we can have the data here. So the condition would be like, if $this of filter is all, then load the normal query just like we do it normally. And if it's not the case, then go ahead and check for the status, that job position that we have in the employee. We call it status position. So position is going to be whatever the position is $filter, whatever filter that is applied, like what type of employees user want to see. So that will return that, and we can have it right here. So now we will need a buttons. You want to see doctors, then show doctors, and so on, something like that. So I'm going to do it, let's call it employees. About this, since we have positions, I think we can just loop through this and show it. And since we are repeating it, we can create a variable for it. Let's say positions, create a variable right here like this. Okay, so now since we have positions, we can loop through this. So positions as, let's say, filter. Okay, looks like this so far. Here we have the filter property, and if it says to all, then load all of them. Otherwise, load the filter data based on the employee position. And I think we can add outside here one for the all as well, like this. And obviously, we can make it aligned to the center, like take the center. Let's see if it works. Okay, looking good. Now let's say you want to just list the doctors. I have to click on it. Okay, so looks like it's working now. We were having an issue. We got to pass this as a string, not directly to the set filter method. So now if you look at this, you can see we got the doctors listed, and that way we can filter all the things that we need. And even if you want, we can just list. We can click on all, and it's going to load all of them. Um, uh, it will set the property to all, and it's going to load all of the people. So I think that is it for this video. We implemented the filtration feature. We removed the doctor since we don't need it. The business logic, we need to make it clean, since I'm not a doctor, so that's why we got to learn and move on with this project. And we added a photo here. So that is it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one, where we are gonna go ahead and get started with the HODs, and after that we are gonna go to the departments and beds and bedrooms, rooms, etc. And we are going to complete the admin panel first, and if there is any changes on the user side, we're going to come to that after that. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.